In today's video, I'm going to try and see if I can get my 350Z to at least dry start. And if you don't know what that means simply trying to get it to turn over without firing. And if we get to that stage, then I know what I've done so far is correct. So let's jump in. So yeah guys, like I've just said in the intro there, I'm going to try and dry start the 350Z today. That does mean literally connecting everything back up to the point that I can get it on the key to turn the engine on the starter motor. Disable the fuel pump by taking the fuse out and just seeing if it will actually turn over the engine, because I know nothing about this engine. I've never seen it running. I don't know anything about it. It could be knocking. I don't know. It's just a gamble I'm taking. So yeah, we're going to try and connect all the wiring back up and sort of get the fuel lines all back together ready for when we do sort of wet start, proper start it in a later video. But yeah, as you can see, there is a lot still to do on this car.
So, if you have watched my previous video, you'll know that I finally got the engine back in the 350Z. It's now a case of connecting it all back up properly and seeing if it will start on the key. First of all, I needed to repair this part of the loom that I noticed was falling apart. I'm then going to reattach the power steering pump and lines and the reservoir for it back to the car. Now the main connectors for the ECU and body control module need to go back through the firewall and plug back inside into the cockpit. I'm now just going around and reattaching the various connectors and components, hoses and wiring all across the engine. There is a lot to do being a V6, but it slowly starts coming together. Now I can start to put back on the intake plenum. I rip off the protection, or the duct tape that I've been using, and then begin to build it back up. I'm not going to fully bolt it back down yet, as I'm not doing a full start in this video, but it is good to see it slowly becoming an engine again. Now I can finally hook up the battery, and this is the final step, so make sure plugging everything in was crucial so that I didn't spark myself when I tried to start it. And once attached, the car's systems could be heard waking up. I'm just going to remove the fuel pump fuse so I can crank the engine over without firing it. And now, this was it. Will this engine crank over? Fingers crossed. I plugged it back in alright and it's going to turn on the key.
It cranks! Oh my god guys, I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am that this engine actually cranks on the key. For someone that's not actually done an engine swap before, where I've actually put an engine back in a car and tried to get it running, just to be clear, I've never done that before. I've only ever taken engines out of cars. That's a really big milestone, because I know now that this engine is at least able to crank over. Hello Leroy, for my cat, for moral support. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the stage I'm at, because really the case now is just to go around and check everything, triple check everything is fine, and well, start to rebuild it. You know, try and get it to actually start. But we're going to do that in a later video because there is still a lot of stuff hanging around everywhere that I need to sort of clean up and get working back in the thing. But for the moment, I'm shaking. I was so scared to turn that key. It's a weird, people, I don't know if you've never done this before, you won't know. It's a weird feeling, having know that it's something you've done. It's a really strange feeling, but to be a massive learning curve for me as well. Like, this is huge because this is a big engine like this. Most of the stuff I've worked on before, like tiny little 1.4s up to 2 litre. This is a 3.5 litre V6. So to do it in the garage on the floor, if it inspires you to go and do the same, then go and try it, because it's very rewarding. I'll give it that. But for now, guys, I'm really happy where this is at. We've got it to crank, and that is all I really wanted to do in this video. So hopefully soon I can show you me trying to start this engine. But for now, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've been enjoying the update on the 350Z, and hopefully soon get it back on the road, because I really miss driving her and just enjoy owning her as much as I love the Focus. But anyway, I will see you in my next video, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Keep enjoying your crusty, rusty, modified cars.